Today is the day that we built the MasterFrame 700 by Cooler Master.
Assemble.
Assemble or build.
Assemble.
Okay, so this is an open case, open style case for benching, is it?
Well, the idea they have in mind, I'm not from Cooler Master, so from what I can see on their website, the idea they have in mind is actually for display and for test bench.
Test bench, okay.
But for us, we will just use it as a test bench because I don't see any reason to use it for display.
Okay, this is actually my second time encountering this case. The first time was when we were doing the NVIDIA Elisha versus non-Elisha video.
Yes.
Yeah, you can watch it at the top right corner there. And you have been using this for test bench for how long?
Few months.
Few months. So, okay, you should be the experienced one. So this one is the MasterFrame 700. I'm not sure if there's a MasterFrame 500.
They might make a smaller one.
Maybe. So let's unbox it.
Okay, this is the thing I think you guys should see.
Yeah.
Because they don't really include any paper document for the user manual.
This is the instruction manual.
Yes, everything is here. So when I first installed the other one we have, it's quite a nightmare actually.
Okay. So this thing is very nicely foamed up, so protection is definitely there because tempered glass.
You have a tempered glass at the front. I don't use this. I don't see any reason to use this.
Okay, what's the purpose of the tempered glass?
For display purpose. The display mode. This is the display mode, is it?
Okay.
Open air mode.
So if we refer back if we refer back to that image, that means during the Elisha versus non-Elisha video, we're using that but without the tempered glass.
Yes, I need someone to like. Okay, the other one I assembled doesn't have this.
That is the installation guide.
Yes, so I think they forgot to include.
You should highlight this to Cooler Master.
Okay. Because the other one I get seriously doesn't have this. That's why when I removed the tempered glass just now, I'm like, wait, what?
No wonder you say it's an installation hell for the first one that you had.
So if you try to install without this, it's gonna be a nightmare.
Or maybe, I think you can download it from their website. We should take everything out first. Everything is packed in very nice foam.
Throw the box away. We good. It's very thick metal, so...
Yeah, very thick piece of foam.
And metal.
Oh yeah, metal. And also tempered glass. I saw the box, it says it's 4mm, so it's pretty good. Okay, so this one is the frame of the MasterFrame, right?
This is the main frame of the MasterFrame.
Main frame.
It's not that main frame.
Okay.
Motherboard tray.
So everything should be assembled here.
Yes.
How should we start?
The most important thing is the frame and the legs.
So how should we start off with the legs, Teros?
Well, if you want the wing, then you better install the wing first.
Wing first. Do you think we need the wing?
Personally, no.
Does it serve a purpose of carrying it?
Not really, because, okay, here's the thing. I can see a lot of people when they install this, they will install the wing because they want to mount the radiator on the wing.
Okay.
But personally, I find it's really pointless. Sorry, because you have these.
Okay, so this little L brackets is for?
You can actually mount the radiator on these brackets and install it here.
Okay.
So you save a lot more space and
I don't think
you don't need a wing.
Yeah, this is not suitable for radiators or because of how much area of it is actually blocked by the metal sheet. I think you're using this L bracket for your radiator mounting for the test bench. Okay, send me a picture later.
Because I'm smart.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that in. I think the best way to assemble a master frame is first know what end result you want. Correct?
Yes, you need to know the goal.
Goal.
What's your goal for the master frame?
And then you need to make it yours.
Yes, technically it is, because for me, the reason I installed the wing last time is mainly for...
Curiosity.
First is out of curiosity. Second, it's for me to like get extra stability, and turns out that
Yeah, the wing doesn't
I don't really need the wing.
Yeah, because during the LHR video, we make the wings go down, point to the table, end up it doesn't provide any stability.
Yes.
So a pack of screws, including some zip ties and also an Allen key, hex key if you
You have most of the tools you need right here.
Okay, I'm not gonna touch this first. So what we should do now, since we decided we don't need the frame, we don't need the wing. So this one is for power supply bracket.
Obviously.
Then what is this?
Try to look at all the holes right here.
What the
It's for graphics card.
Oh, PCI slot. Okay. Then what is
your
this
add-in
for?
cards and everything. This is
A cover.
no, something you put behind to keep the cables in place.
Okay, so we need this also. So we only don't need that.
Technically, you don't need the wings.
Okay.
Unless you feel like installing your radiator here for God knows what reasons. Let's put the wing aside.
Moving on, the front panel. Should I call it front panel? I/O panel lah.
The front I/O thing.
Yeah, this thing is also made out of pure metal. Real nice.
They include this together with USB Type-C.
Yeah, and then both of them are USB 3.0 Type A ports. Is that a combo audio jack?
It is.
Okay, good. So we also leave that aside. We can start assembly. So microphone died for a while and we assembled the legs. So power supply bracket, there's two. Either one behind the CPU cutout.
Technically, you can install it here.
Or maybe at the bottom here.
Yes.
Which one do you prefer?
For me, I put it here. Because, why?
Less cables.
No. Because your power supply comes with a fan. And I have the fan facing here, so I can draw potential heat generated at the bottom away.
Thumb screws, also thumb screws, right?
Yes. This is the line.
Yes.
And this,
what is this again?
it's one of the bracket where you can place your drives or just stuff the cables down here.
Okay. Where?
For some reason, very hard.
Yeah, and I don't know how you install this single-handed. Or maybe
Together,
all the limbs.
All my limbs are
Single person, not single-handed.
involved.
Input, output. This thing, actually, right, if you saw this thing fully built once, I think you really know where everything goes.
Yes.
And
First
also,
time without manual is nightmare.
if you look at the labels in front, the frame of the master frame, you can see it labeled, this is where the I/O port should be, and then there's also one VESA 100.
So if you want to mount it on the wall.
If you won't mount this, right, then where you're gonna put the power supply? This. On the wing.
Oh yes.
Smart.
You can do that.
Okay. So now to install PCI bracket.
Not yet. Just
yet.
to highlight something. Because you have this thing to hold on to your cables and some of the drives, you don't have to worry about things flying around. Not to say flying around, it's more like wobbling around. Plus, you have these Velcro ties, Velcro straps, whatever you want to call it. It helps a lot with cable management, so you don't have cables dangling around. As for the rest, I think we can go back to the front for now.
Oh, I just saw the other I/O port.
Yes.
So you can put I/O port at the front here or the bottom.
Yes, depends on how you want it to be.
This case has a lot of hidden features.
Okay, now it's technically almost ready.
Okay, I can see it taking shape. What else?
And what you need right now is the standoffs.
So what motherboard are we gonna use?
We can migrate our old system first.
Which is an ATX, right?
M-ATX.
M-ATX. Okay, so according to the label on this tray,
Yes, they told you which part of the holes you should insert the standoffs.
yeah.
So it's really helpful.
Actually, this is available on many PC cases. It's good for this to be also labeled.
So let's see if we're going for M-ATX.
A and B.
A.
B. This one, okay, this one is a funny thing. They never label where you should put it.
Actually, it's up to you.
Up to me. So, yeah. No, because they just label here test bench only mode, and then they give you 2 arrows here. It's like you found out that it's supposed to be for your AIO cooler, the radiator.
I didn't really find out. I just saw, oh, this is the right spot, so I just go for it.
And then, just nice that this thing screws into the fan mounts for the radiator, and then it goes here very nicely. Okay.
So you don't get any restriction.
It's also stated in the user manual, right?
Use it.
And because this is using thumb screw also, and this is a rail, so if it doesn't fit, you can loosen it up.
You can always move it, slide it around.
And all by just using your finger.
And my instinct is telling me that you can mount it here when I first install. So
Your instinct is right.
Good design.
you know why? I'm smart.
I'm gonna leave that in. So now we should rip everything out from that old CM test bench. Okay, enlighten me, what's the name of this thing?
It's actually written here. See that?
Cooler Master
Cooler
Lab.
Master Lab Test Bench. Actually, it's called Cooler Master Test Bench V1.
How many years ago was this thing?
More than 10 years.
Oh my god. Okay, let's dismantle it.
Take out the cables. Okay, it's easy. Align.
It's definitely not aligned now. You remember last time installing motherboard screws, you need washer?
Yes. But that was like
More than 10 years ago.
ages ago.
So assembly is done. We fitted in I/O and then power supply. One thing I realized is that this middle frame, even though the power supply extends inward, it's actually floating. It didn't touch the middle bar.
If it's heavy enough.
Technically, you can put in some foam to elevate it a bit. Okay.
But the most important thing I realized when I use this is the cable management part. Because for us who test a lot of things, we always have extra cables like SATA, PCIe, especially cards with triple PCIe headers or motherboard with dual 8-pin EPS. We always need extra cables to cater for that.
And then I see a lot of opening here. You can actually retrofit some zip ties to hold more cables. So that's good. And then here, all the parts you store the extra cables for future use. Also very convenient. And overall, the use of thumb screws are very convenient also. So anything you want to like hot swap and you don't want to take out the screwdriver, so you just
My only comment about the modular parts is if Cooler Master can actually consider using those metal bar or sticks, whatever you call it, for the PCIe, it will make things even more flexible.
So the price MasterFrame 700 gonna price at 700.
699. It's 699, so technically yes, 700. The overall construction is actually very solid.
Okay, so
looking at the thickness of every parts of the metal here, it's really well built. But at the same time, there are some parts which is, I won't say totally unusable. It's more like
okay, what you're referring to is the wing,
tempered glass. And tempered glass.
Okay, so if by going what you mean here, it's better if Cooler Master sell them separately and then lower the price of this setup.
If possible, yes.
Okay, valid reason. I would say this is also very enough for a lot of people.
If you just want to go with very simple shopping stuff, test bench, the V1 is still a very good option, but you cannot get it.
Okay, how much was this back in the days?
I have no idea. I got it from a friend.
Okay, I got it from a friend. Okay, so I would still say Cooler Master included a lot of stuff that we don't use, so those are wasted for us.
Wasted for people who don't really use this thing for showcase.
And I think, yeah, just make it more modular and sell them separately would be a better choice. Lower the price of this kit, then will be more appealing to a lot of people.
If they can make it smaller in size as well, something like this, but a revision of this, it'd be great.
Okay, also valid reason.
So that's our opinion.
Yeah.
What we think about the MasterFrame 700.
Yeah, also really good build quality, very modular, just that includes a lot of stuff that a lot of people won't use. Also, this second PSU mount is staring at me like, why don't you use me?
Yep.
I don't have anything to use.
But of course, if you're using AIO, just don't mount it on the wing. Use this. It's given to you there for some reason. For me, my unit, which I'm using at home, doesn't come with the user manual for some reason, and because I'm smart enough, I know how to use this.
Okay, that's enough. We'll see you guys in the next video. If you get any questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and
we'll see you guys in the next
video. Bye bye.